Thank you, Chair. 2 points to make on the text for the characterization. Firstly, to concur with the range of states that have suggested that lethal is an effect of a system, not an inherent feature. It is therefore unworkable in my submission to characterize a system based on what it will do when it is used. If we're going to apply prohibitions and regulations, then surely those must apply before the system is used. So it is redundant, and it's been an issue that has been spoken about since the GGE began 10 years ago. I think it's time it should be dropped so that time can be spent on other more pressing matters. On nominal human input, a range of delegations have raised concerns around this text, some suggesting that it is confusing or ambiguous, or that it perhaps deserves to be lower down. And I'd just like to offer a rebuttal to that, perhaps, to explain why it is crucial to be there and why it needs to be in the characterization section and not anywhere else. The appropriate way to think about nominal human input is it is to clarify what an intervention is. If we look at the first paragraph, when we are defining autonomous weapon systems, we are essentially taking a specific moment in time when the human operator interacts with the system as the point of activation. We are then saying that after the point of activation, there is no further intervention. That is the definition that the first paragraph is explaining. The reality of all of the systems that have been raised as concerning, whether it be loitering munitions, unmanned tanks, sentry weapons, that adopt the full range of autonomous features using the full range of sophisticated sensor technology and the most complex forms of artificial intelligence, all of them have some form of input that occurs after activation. And that is exactly why we've been struggling for 10 years, and even still to today, to be able to say whether something is an autonomous weapon system, because that ambiguity remains. And so if we are going to put our lens on the moment of activation, what are we going to do about all the other potential inputs that take place after? Because right now, those inputs potentially have the impact of evading the entire framework, because an input could be said to be an intervention, and therefore that system could be said not to be an autonomous weapon system, and therefore none of the prohibitions or the regulations will apply because it's outside the box. It's a giant loophole. So the purpose of specifying nominal human input is to give texture to what an intervention is. So what the solution here is to say a nominal human input does not amount to an intervention. So it's actually adding clarity to the first paragraph. And that's why it needs to be linked to the first paragraph and not anywhere else. Without that, the framework is toothless, Chair. We're not going to ever be able to prohibit or regulate any systems because all of them have some input afterwards. So that's a crucial aspect, and I invite delegations to think about that in order to make this a successful treaty.